today's content, I'm just gonna talk about the macro scale. I'm not gonna focus on the low degree. As you guys know, I'm already bearish and I'm still looking for some lower numbers for BTC. But how low can we drop? And if we drop to those lows, how high can we go? Okay, that's a big question. I'm trying to focus on, not like how low, because I already talked about like a BTC dropping down. All the way down to like 1800 range, okay, but we might not hit like 1800 range exactly, but I would be just looking for buy orders like anything below basically 3k and down, even 5500. I said it, 5500. If you're looking for like a long-term move, 5500 is a good buy all the way down to like a 2k range. You could be looking for like a buying every 500 points and accumulate all the way down, because we might not hit 1800 on the dot. We might just get a support just about like a 2k and then bounce back up to some very high numbers, right? So those numbers, that's what we're going to be focused on, because I already gave you guys, like I said, I already talk about BTC dropping down to those low numbers so since like the summer, so I don't want to focus on it anymore, right? So let's focus on like how high can BTC go, right? So as you can see on the to your left, just about this area, I talked about it like last week, and I said like a BTC could be making another push back up, right, to the upside, and then before dropping even down like below $1,000, right? So let's talk about it right now. So as you can see, the move we got from basically 14k. We basically on a weekly basis or 5-day chart, whatever you want to use, we clearly said it multiple times, guys. That's a WXY correction. So we said we got our W, X, and Y correction. Even when BTC pumped it upside, I keep showing you guys we're gonna be getting another move to the downside. We're gonna be getting another move to the downside, right? So this move we got already could be basically the same move we could anticipate on the high degree from 14k, right, down to 3k, right? We could get this move back up to just about 10.5 or up to 14k, okay, even up to 14k or even break 14k and then drop back down to this range, right? You're gonna be like saying, why are you so bullish on BTC? I'm not bullish on BTC on macro scale. The macro scale, as long as we trading below 20k, I'm bearish. Okay, you gotta keep that in mind. I'm not bullish on BTC on the macro scale. As long as we trading below 20k, I'm bearish. So I don't see anything bullish as long as we break it, as long as we do not break 20k. So, but can we go back up to 16k and so on? 16k might be too high. Let's just say 14k, right? Absolutely, we can go back up to 14k, because the structure we got within this range on the X, right, this X value, right, we could make a three-way move, 1, 2, 3, okay, and this is nothing but like the structure we got right there, 1, 2, 3, right there, okay. So you can see like we can make one, okay, we got this drop, right, we got this pump, we got this drop. Right now we're getting the drop. We can find the support just about 3100 to 2500 range and then pump back up. Does do they look like these two structures? Okay, these two structures, do they look like? Absolutely. Okay, it is the same structure. It is the same exact structure, and after that we can look for this move down to like even like some crazy numbers. So at least for the short term, that's a move I'm anticipating. We anticipated this move right there. Most people have been laughing like we're never gonna drop below 10k and so on, and you can see that we even drop below 4k and so on, right? So let's keep that in mind. I wouldn't be too bearish as soon as we start like a trading below 4k and so on. It's gonna be very accumulative, because nothing is saying, okay, we cannot even make a triangle within this range. Okay, we cannot make this triangle. So nothing is saying, even though I'm expecting a possible a push to the upside, a flat, we're not even like sure if BTC wants to make a triangle within this range before dropping a descending triangle or whatever type of a triangle we could be making, right? So we got multiple structure we could be making, and all of these structures, they're calling for another reversal pattern. So best thing to do, wouldn't be too bearish below below certain levels, and not expecting like a like $1,000 BTC ASAP, okay? Because the bear market, like I said, could last for another 2 to 4 years, guys. So just be cautious and not expect like a BTC to go to the moon within the next few months or few years, right? Stuff like that, right? Because like I said, like you can get this 3x move from 3K or 2500 range all the way up to like a 14K, right? Up to 14K. That's going to be like a 400% move, but it doesn't mean like it is a it is time to go to the moon. It is just very, very corrective, right? So let me just dive into the lower degree very shortly, right? The lower degree, you can see basically wants to give us a very complex correction. So you gotta be honest to yourself. How many times have you seen this correction? As I talked about it last time. How many times have you seen this correction, right? How many times have you seen this correction, right? You got one right there, you got another one right there, and you got a bigger one, okay, which basically drop all the way down to basically a 3K area. You got one right there on the lower degree, you got this one, small one, you got a bigger one, you got another bigger one, and you got another bigger one, right? So basically you can see like we're making the same exact structure, okay, and you can see it clearly. We got one right there, right? We're making another one, okay, and after this one we can definitely make another one, right? But what I'm trying to tell you, the point is like this move, okay, it is most likely, okay, going to could try to retest like some lows just about this area of 4K before any possible move to the upside, right? So that's what I see, at least for the bearish momentum. But for the bullish momentum, I just got to give it to the bulls because they got a structure. This structure, we can get this move, okay? This is a 5-way structure, but nothing is saying like we cannot make another 5-way structure like this. 1 2 3 5, 1 2 3 4 5, right? Just like the BTC dominance, right? So you can see you got 1 2 3 4 5, or you could get 1 2 3 4 and 5. That's my only concern regarding the bearishness of the structure, because we can still get another 5-way structure, which is going to be a zigzag right there. You can count it as a zigzag, or you can count it as a flat, but I would just say a zigzag, just to be make it a very simple correction, just like this. 1 2 and 3. Okay, so you're gonna get your 5 3 5 wave move to the upside, right? That's also another possibility, but the takeaway is like excuse me one second. Basically the takeaway is like we're most likely gonna see some lower numbers very shortly, whether we go back up above 7K or we just drop from the current structure, right? And looking at the current structure on the hourly also, you can see like we're about to get a crossover between the hourly 21 EMA and hourly 100 EMA, and if we get this crossover, it could trigger a very strong sell-off to the downside. On the 6-hour time frame also, as you can see, 6 hour pretty much very incredible support whenever we get a big push to the upside. So it is supporting the price, and at the same time our MACD about to give us a bearish crossover, right? So let's see if like we're going to be able to get this 21 EMA releasing the price. Right now it is supporting the price strongly, so we're gonna need like a higher volume. Okay, we don't have any volume to break it right now. We're gonna need like a very high volume, and it could be a very strong sell-off. Otherwise we're just gonna have to get the wave number 5 and then before dropping down, right? But either way you look at it, like I just said, a possible drop is a drop is more possible regardless of how you're looking at it. We're gonna be we could drop all the way down to basically mid 4K area, right? All right guys, that's all I wanted to cover today, the macro picture and a little bit of the micro picture on the lower degree, and just call it a day. All right guys, be safe out there, and make sure to put your stop loss, right? All right.